David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Young.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. Culver the off guard with Wiggins at the 3. And it's Napier in at the point guard position. And for the Bulls, they've got Markkanen, Satoran's there with Dunn. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Cornette in at the 5. Chris, what would you tell a young player that maybe a couple years ago burst onto the scene, were sensational, but have been plateauing, maybe even regressing a little bit?
I tell them success is a journey. That even if they would have won a Rookie of the Year award last year or a championship, that doesn't make them successful if they don't come with that same work ethic the next year. So if you've had a down year, that does not matter. You're supposed to learn from it and make this year better as well. So I would say get back to the drawing board, get back to working hard, watch a lot of tape, be honest with yourself, and focus on how to get better. Now, positive mentality, let's go forward.
Good direction. Now, here's Culver. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Napier. Markkanen pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Done with it. Now Covington defending. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cornette. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Culver passes to Covington. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
LaVine against Wiggins. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Well, Zach LaVine possesses a speed, Chris, and a burst that makes him a very tough matchup.
Yeah, and he has a great first step. I mean, when he's trying to beat a defender off the bounce, you can't let him get an edge to the hoop. He'll flush it on your head 9 times out of 10.
Well, you just watch LaVine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with LaVine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
You can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
And you got to love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any other.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. You know, it's easy to see why, Greg, Covington has been named to first-team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Napier kicks to Towns.
Pick coming.
Wiggins against LaVine. Wiggins passes to Culver. Deflects the pass. Napier feeling it out a bit. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Wiggins inside the line.
Work in progress on this end. It's awesome seeing Levine make an impact and hard work on defense.
Dunn kicks to Levine. They get a hand on it. To the inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Dunn outside. Here's Cornette, defended by Towns. Cornette kicks to Dunn. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Here's Cornette. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Good on the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now here's Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Now here's Culver. Guarded by Levine. Shoots. Nice D from Levine.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Dunn outside. That shot off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 3. Wiggins passes to Covington. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Timberwolves. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And I think for Minnesota, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Back to Satoransky. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Oh, nice looking pass right there. When Levine is working it around, it helps tie the team together.
Napier passes to Towns. And there's the pass to Culver. Stolen by Satoransky. Fast break. Here we go. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves leading by 4. Now Culver. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. With his first shot attempt, that one off the back iron and out.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And Satoransky kicks to Markkanen, and the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now, 2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Minnesota. And stolen by Napier. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Bulls third.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend. And checking out the stats for Covington, over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Averaging about 15 points, almost 2.5 steals, and 6 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Grabs checked in. And so here is Chicago. 4-point game. Knocked loose. Culver with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Covington. Lays it up and banks it in. Covington's got 10 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
White the pass to Markkanen. Back to White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
3 early turnovers, Kevin. He needs to regain his focus and start righting this ship.
Young's checked in for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Satoransky. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point lead. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The Bulls making a switch here. Hutchison's checked in. Now here's Valentine. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Now the feed to Young. Passes to Hutchison from deep three-point range. Rebound Minnesota. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
The Timberwolves shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Chicago with the ball after the basket by Minnesota. To the left wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Levine.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Culver.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Culver.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for Markkanen. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Okogie's checked in for Robert Covington. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Crabbe.
And Crabbe is known as a sniper. He's a consistent scorer. He shoots a great percentage from anywhere on the court.
Both free throws good from Crabbe.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Chicago calls timeout.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
Stolen, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Bulls trail by 15. Here's Arcidiacono. Young passes to Hutchison, and it's in there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Okogie. Count that bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. We're talking about number one options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the teams go to score, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 for 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Now, here's Culver. He has 6. Pass to Jang. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot will not fall. And it's Chicago the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
And Minnesota has possession after Denzel Valentine hitting the 3. Here's Okogie. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver. And there it is for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 13. Here's Hutchison. Another 3 for Chicago.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
1:05 left here in the first quarter. Here's Okogie. White covering. Okogie, the pass to Jang. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Timberwolves missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Harrison's checked in for White. And he's good on the second. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Arcidiacono taking his time here. Here's Harrison. Offensive rebound. Here's Young. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
There's the pass to Okogie. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Timberwolves have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
So he gets them both. Here's Arcidiacono. No points in the game yet for him. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. He feeds it to Young. Passes it to Harrison. Floats one. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Knocked away. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Hutchison. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
We've got Young, Valentine out there with Harrison, and it's Hutchinson in at power forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Crabbe, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for Culver. Now here's Napier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 to shoot. And Jang gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Young outside. No good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine comes in for Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Ryan Arcidiacono. Wiggins outside, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
His 4th turnover of the game, and that's not a number to be proud of.
Bulls trail by 7. Dunn looking over the floor. LaVine inside the three-point line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. LaVine's got his second basket of the night. Timberwolves shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Clock at 6. Okogie for 3. They get it again. And the dunk by Towns.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Dunn kicks to Cornett. Pass to Harrison. Three-pointer on the way. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Minnesota also with the sub. Covington's checked in. LaVine wide open. Hits it from three-point range. LaVine's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. It's blocked. Dunn up top. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
Pass to Wiggins. Shoots it up. It's hauled in by Cornett. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. Got a piece of it. And Chicago has possession, trailing by 2. Levine trying to free himself up. Back to Dunn. There's the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Okogie. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Okogie's got 6 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Levine with it. Now Covington defending. Levine passes to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. And again, Chicago, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Napier passes to Wiggins. Left side, Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Cornette kicks to Levine. And the Bulls with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now the pass to Napier. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wiggins with it. Now defended by Markkanen. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Dunn hits the three-point bomb. He's got 5.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And it's blocked. The dish now to Levine. Back to Dunn. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Here's Covington. Feeds it to Napier. Comes up empty down low. Bulls trail by 5. Satoransky with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And really, Markkanen isn't just an outside threat. He's more than capable of capitalizing inside.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dunn dishes to Levine. Outside, Markkanen. Passes it to Cornette. He kicks it to Levine. Fires the 3. That shot off. Wiggins with some nice D. Here's Okogie. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Wiggins, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Bulls trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more. But I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, back in 2017, Zach LaVine tore his ACL, ended a promising season with Minnesota. That offseason, while rehabbing, LaVine was traded to the Bulls, but he used both events to fuel his career.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Luke Cornette. Valentine comes in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Culver with it. White's there. Tipped away. Culver passes to Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
And here's White. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Bulls trail by 9. Levine kicks to Valentine. Markkanen with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Levine for 3. Offensive rebound. Markkanen. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
And the Bulls making a change here. Arcidiakono's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Lonley's checked in for Robert Covington.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
The Timberwolves shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line. Bulls trail by 7. Outside, White. Got a piece of it. Markkanen passes to Arcidiakono. Shot clock at 5. And the layup falls.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Culver dishes to Wiggins. Shoots from 14. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Valentine kicks to White. And White with the stuff.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Pass to Towns. Now Crabbe. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. A nice shot by Culver. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Arcidiakono, the pass to Markkanen. Outside, White. Pass to Culver. Outside, Towns. Vonleh with it. Now guarded by Valentine. Just 4 to shoot. Fades and shoots. That one a little long.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And 74%, yeah, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
That free throw missing. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. He hits the 2nd from the line. Minnesota leading by 7. Crabbe kicks to Zhang. Culver with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Young with the steal. In the corner, Valentine with it. Trains the three-pointer. Valentine's got 9.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Culver. He's got 11. Here's Vonleh. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Minnesota on top. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing that and come out with a W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Robert Covington had a huge first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Is that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Culver the off guard with Wiggins at the 3.
Good. Did you see that? Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. On the wing, Wiggins. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. The pass to Markkanen. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Wiggins. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
First free throw is good. And Towns drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. And that'll be his third foul so far. Done outside. Outside, Levine. 5 on the clock. Down low. Cornet kicks to Satoransky. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Jarrett Culver.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA. He's doing a great job at it.
Free throw good, Satoransky. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Napier kicks to Covington. Dishes it to Wiggins. Drilled from 11 feet out. Wiggins has got 15.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
That's tipped. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. The 4th spot held down by Robert Covington.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Wiggins left side. Poked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Culver passes to Napier. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Levine dishes to Markkanen. The feed to Dunn. Over Napier. And the Bulls with another miss.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
He feeds it to Culver. He tries for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball's knocked loose, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
A moment now to see the stats for Dunn. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now, and it's good for 2. And that's now 6 points for Lauri Markkanen.
They needed that. I mean, they were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Here's Towns. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Levine passes to Satoransky and stolen by Napier. And now Minnesota on the fast break. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 6th assist on the night. Passes it to Levine. Back to Satoransky. 6 to shoot. There's Harrison. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Pass to Towns. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 16-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Okogie's checked in for Culver.
And checking out some stats for Levine. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 3rd in steals, and don't forget top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat night in and night out.
And it's his lightning quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Satoransky, the pass to Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Harrison passes to Cornette. And Satoransky kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Satoransky. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Satoransky's got 8.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Young's checked in for Luke Cornette, and it's White in for Satoransky. Crabs checked in for Minnesota. Outside, Towns. Kicks to Napier. Just 5 on the clock. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Jang, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Noah Vonleh in for Robert Covington. Napier with it. Wide on him. Good. Nice play there from Napier.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. A look at Chicago. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
And for Chicago, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
White drives in and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Chicago making some changes. Denzel Valentine comes in for Levine, and it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Harrison. And both free throws good for White. Timberwolves leading by 14. Now here's Napier. He has 6. Valentine grabs the board.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Crab with the ball. And the pass to Wiggins. He kicks to Napier. Clock at 6. Over Young. Here's Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wiggins has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
White the pass to Hutchison. Pulls up. It's Chicago with another bucket.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Passes to Crab. Back to Napier. Misses from close range. Bulls trail by 12. White wide open. He fires. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And here's Napier. He's got 6. Now Crab sinks the triple. Crab's got 5 now.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Arcidiacono kicks to Valentine. Chang against Young. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A starter in this league for almost a decade, Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And so Napier will bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Vonleh. 5 to shoot. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Minnesota, they have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. And the technical free throw is good. it's the Timberwolves now. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Napier kicks to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Here's Vonleh. The rebound by Arcidiacono. Well, Chicago has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Hutchison. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Here's Arcidiacono. Pass to White. 5 on the clock. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
That one misses.
Just nothing going right for him at the line. He's lost some confidence up there.
.153 left in the third quarter.
Switch.
Now here's Valentine. Napier covering, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Knocked away and stolen by White. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got 8 points.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Now here's Napier. 7 points in the game. The pass to Wiggins. Kicks to Crabb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 11. And Young slams it home.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Napier passes to Wiggins. Vonleh dishes to Napier. Floats one up. Minnesota again turning it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Minnesota making a switch here. Culver's checked in. .41 seconds left to play in the third. White with it. 8 points for him. Young outside. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 9. And here's Culver. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. And stolen by White. One-on-one here. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Knocked loose from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 7. We've got Valentine. Dunn is out there with White. And it's Young. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And it's White missing. Minnesota shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. But they get it back. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Chicago making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns is checked in. So we can't get either to fall. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Crabbe. He dishes it to Wiggins. Towns trying to get open. Wiggins passes to Towns. Poked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 14 points for Jarrett Culver.
And really, that's good defense. In the end, though, Culver just a little better and quicker.
Crabbe with the ball. Now guarded by Valentine. Now Crabbe. Pass to Culver. Tries a 3. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dunn outside. To the middle. Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Young. Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for White. Minnesota also with the sub. Robert Covington's checked in for Vonleh. And so Young nails them both. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Minnesota leading by 11. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Markkanen, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Now here's Culver. Guarded closer. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Pass to Cornette. Out to the right wing. Markkanen passes to Cornette. To the paint. Levine begins with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Always got to be aware of where Crabbe is, especially in transition where he's deadly.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And again, Chicago, no good. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Culver. They get a hand on it. Towns dishes to Crabbe. Goes back up. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And that one misses. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left. I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Wiggins against Levine. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Minnesota with the rebound. Timberwolves on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Culver's shot is off. Bulls trail by 15. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And again, Chicago, no good.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Now, here's Culver. The pass to Towns. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Culver. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup it and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Napier, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dunn outside, trying to get something going. Cornette passes to Markkanen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Napier passes to Towns. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 19-point game. And Napier pulls it down.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
A nice shot by Culver.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Levine. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Okay, the incredible handles on display. I see you, Levine. He's so sensational at creating for himself.
Culver with it. Passes it to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wiggins against Levine. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
A decent jump shooter. I mean, you can't afford to give Levine these types of looks.
Pass to Culver. Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Poked loose, and it's the Bulls with the ball. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Good, nice play there from Napier.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Off the left rim and out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Dunn. Takes the 3. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game. Minnesota leading by 14. And here's Culver. The pass to Towns. Now here's Culver. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Inside, Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
And Culver's been aggressive as well, and his shot is going down with consistency.
And another turnover here by Chicago.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Crabs checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Napier. Passes it to Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Cornette. Doesn't go for him. Towns with the defensive effort. To the inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I like how Crab finishes these dunks. He doesn't try to make it complicated, ramming it home.
And White kicks to Levine. Back to White. Here's Cornette, defended by Towns. Levine can't hit.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Outside, Towns. Here's Napier. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Cornette's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Levine, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever. I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Right side Towns puts one up from 19. Rebound by the Bulls. Now Levine out left to the wing. Here's Satoransky. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Timberwolves leading by 18. .131 left in the fourth quarter. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Free throw good, Wiggins. And here are the Bulls now. Arcidiacono, the pass to Young. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
Shoot it!
He gets that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns, you looked so calm on the block. What has that focus been like for you?
Just being patient, waiting for my shot to come, not really forcing anything, but also being aggressive.
And you do both very well. Thanks, Kat. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.